Do you remember the familiar faces from the classic TV series Leave It to Beaver? From the mischievous young Beaver to his responsible older brother Wally, and the quirky neighbors who made every episode unforgettable. They were a beloved part of childhood for millions. But over 60 years later, where are they now? Some went on to become Hollywood stars, others stepped away from the spotlight, and a few have touching and surprising life stories. Join us as we take a nostalgic look back at the cast, then and now. Barbara Billingsley portrayed June Cleaver in Leave It to Beaver, 1957 to 1963. When she was 32 years old, June is the quintessential loving and supportive mother, known for her gentle demeanor and timeless wisdom. She was the heart of the Cleaver household, offering advice and a sense of comfort to her family. After Leave It to Beaver, Billingsley continued to act in various roles, including appearances in The Love Boat and Airplane in 1980. She passed away on October 16, 2010, at the age of 94. Her death was due to polymyalgia rheumatica, a condition that causes muscle pain and stiffness.
Beaver a couple of judo holds so he can bust his arm?
Wally!
Oh, heck, Mom, I was just trying to help. Beaver.
He said I would do it. I met the two black fellas that taught me jive. And
Hugh Beaumont portrayed Ward Cleaver in Leave It to Beaver, 1957 to 1963. When he was 41 years old, Ward is the strong, patient, and responsible father figure in the Cleaver family, balancing his work life and home life with wisdom and fairness. Beaumont was known for his authoritative yet caring portrayal of Ward, making him an iconic figure in American television. After Leave It to Beaver, Beaumont worked on several films and TV shows, including appearances in Lassie and The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet. He passed away on May 14, 1982, at the age of 73. The cause of death was a heart attack.
Well, yes, I know, Beaver, but he's used to living in a wild state.
Is it a wild state to live in the drugstore?
Well, in a manner of speaking, yes.
Suffered a stroke.
Well, they sent me home from the hospital to die, and I fooled them. It was a long...
Jerry Mathers portrayed Theodore Beaver Cleaver in Leave It to Beaver, 1957 to 1963, when he was 9 years old. Beaver is the curious and sometimes mischievous young boy, often finding himself in trouble, but always learning valuable life lessons along the way. Mathers' portrayal of Beaver made him a beloved figure in television history. After Leave It to Beaver, Mathers went on to appear in several TV movies and series, but he is most recognized for his role as Beaver. As of 2025, Jerry Mathers is 76 years old, continuing to make occasional public appearances and maintaining a presence in the nostalgic world of Leave It to Beaver.
Here, she made me eat peas.
Beaver, I thought you liked peas.
Well, I do. I just don't like the insides.
Hey, Dad.
It was a quickie.
Oh, so he was trying to make money for the church.
So he could run throw something in the hat. Yeah, so he could run the ministry.
Were the girls digging Wally?
Richard Correll portrayed Richard Rickover in Leave It to Beaver, 1960, when he was 12 years old. Richard Rickover is one of Beaver's classmates and friends. Richard's character often brought humor to the show, with his involvement in the lighter moments of Beaver's school life and neighborhood adventures. After Leave It to Beaver, Carell continued acting and later transitioned to directing and producing, notably working on shows like The Partridge Family and Family Ties. As of 2025, Richard Carell is 76 years old and remains active in the entertainment industry as a director and producer.
These. Gee, you guys think we should do that? Well, why not? Well, if we wear them to school, that'll get clobbered.
Oh, we won't get clobbered if we all wear them.
These huge horror movie fans. And we were at Universal Studios making Beaver. You wouldn't believe the stuff they were throwing in the trash. I was up there one day, and I saw this head.
Stephen Talbet portrayed Gilbert Bates in Leave It to Beaver, 1959, when he was 10 years old. Gilbert is one of Beaver's close friends, often joining him in various adventures and mischief. Gilbert was known for his quirky personality and unique friendship with Beaver, often playing a key role in the show's storylines about friendship and growing up. After Leave It to Beaver, Talbot transitioned into a successful career as a documentary filmmaker. As of 2025, Stephen Talbet is 76 years old and continues to work in the film industry, focusing on documentaries.
Did you get him?
I found him.
Where?
Over by the driving range. Guys are always hitting them over that big wire fence.
You sure found a lot of them.
Yeah.
Making TV shows and doing theater backstage. So it looked like fun to me, and I begged and begged.
Tony Dow portrayed Wally Cleaver in Leave It to Beaver, 1957 to 1963. When he was 12 years old, Wally is the older, more responsible brother of Beaver, known for his calm demeanor and maturity. He often found himself balancing family dynamics and teenage life, guiding Beaver through various challenges. After Leave It to Beaver, Dow transitioned into a successful career as a director and producer, even appearing in the 1980s revival, The New Leave It to Beaver. He passed away on July 27, 2022, at the age of 77. His death was attributed to complications from cancer, marking the loss of an iconic figure in television history.
Optimist.
Well, what's that?
Well, an optimist is the kind of guy that if he falls off a cliff, all the way down he'd be saying, everything's gonna be okay.
And we'd have lunch with Cary Grant, and they would be in the same commissary.
Yeah. Shirley MacLaine, all the big stars,
Yeah.
and
So that
Tracy.
was interesting.
Ken Osman portrayed Eddie Haskell in Leave It to Beaver, 1957 to 1963, when he was 14 years old. Eddie Haskell was the charming yet mischievous friend of Wally, often manipulating adults with his overly polite demeanor while causing trouble behind their backs. His iconic role as the scheming yet lovable troublemaker made him a standout character. After Leave It to Beaver, Osman worked in various roles and even served as a Los Angeles police officer. He passed away on May 18, 2020, at the age of 76 due to complications from cancer.
Any more nominations? Haskell?
Mr. Hyatt, I should like to nominate Wallace Cleaver.
Tactics on my part. I assumed that he had continued running when in fact he had stopped and waited for me, and so we were toe-to-toe, and he fired 3.
Jerry Weil portrayed Judy Hensler in Leave It to Beaver, 1957, when she was 9 years old. Judy is one of Beaver's classmates and often plays the role of a teasing yet sometimes friendly character. She added a bit of mischief to the show, often teasing Beaver in a playful way. After Leave It to Beaver, Weil did some additional acting, but mostly moved away from the entertainment industry. As of 2025, Jerry Weil is 76 years old and lives a more private life.
Fair to the girls. Yes, Judy?
Charles Fredericks is chewing gum.
Thank you, Judy.
Or as he was known in St. Louis, Mr. Proctology.
Then I'm sure you make a perfect couple, but I'm here to talk about your son.
Billy, he's a wonderful boy.
Well, yesterday afternoon for the...
Buddy Joe Hooker portrayed Chester Anderson in Leave It to Beaver, 1957, when he was 15 years old. Chester Anderson is one of Beaver's schoolmates, playing a secondary role in the show's childhood dynamics. Hooker's character often appeared in humorous situations that revolved around Beaver's school and neighborhood life. After Leave It to Beaver, Hooker transitioned to a successful career as a stuntman and stunt coordinator, working on numerous films and TV shows such as The Towering Inferno and The A-Team. As of 2025, Buddy Joe Hooker is 82 years old and continues to be respected for his decades of contributions to the stunt industry.
Skin.
Just come on, use sealskin. What are we gonna use? Hey, my father's got an old raccoon coat. Maybe we could use that. Oh, cut it out. Who wants a fuzzy...
Back for him going in. In fact, almost to the point of being frightened about, here's this guy, I gotta go in.
Richard Deacon portrayed Fred Rutherford in Leave It to Beaver, 1957, when he was 35 years old. Fred Rutherford is the friendly but somewhat pompous neighbor of the Cleaver family, often serving as a foil to Ward Cleaver with his humorous self-importance. After Leave It to Beaver, Deacon went on to have a successful career in television, appearing in roles on shows like The Dick Van Dyke Show and The Munsters. He passed away on August 8, 1984, at the age of 62. The cause of death was a heart attack.
Yeah, well, it seems your boy's car is not running. They want to drive mine to the track meet.
Well, I don't see anything wrong with that. My clearance is a crackerjack driver.
Well, fine.
Do you play comedy mostly?
I beg your pardon?
Do you play comedy.
I'll do anything they pay me for.
Arlene?
Bert Mustin portrayed Gus the fireman in Leave It to Beaver, 1957, when he was 73 years old. Gus the fireman is a friendly, fatherly figure who brings wisdom and comfort to the Cleaver household, offering valuable life lessons in his brief appearances on the show. After Leave It to Beaver, Mustin continued to act in various roles, often portraying older, wise characters, and he became a beloved figure for his frequent appearances in television, including on shows like The Andy Griffith Show and The Munsters. He passed away on January 28, 1977, at the age of 92. The cause of death was natural causes, marking the end of a long and fruitful acting career.
Jump into that net. You might just as well forget all about being a fireman and keep on working in your father's grain and feed store.
Gee, Gus, I never thought a guy...
Wonderful things in Hollywood. He said, now, ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching on our left the famous Barrymore Mansion. And a little 17-year-old girl in the front...
Robert Rusty. Stevens portrayed Larry Mondello in Leave It to Beaver, 1957 to 1963, when he was 7 years old. Larry Mondello was Beaver's close friend, frequently finding himself in trouble alongside his mischievous companion. His character added humor and innocence to the show, though he was often the instigator of minor trouble. After Leave It to Beaver, Stevens retired from acting and lived a private life. As of 2025, Robert Stevens is 77 years old and has kept a low profile outside of his acting career.
And they were whispering, and I heard Beaver was going over this morning and joined. That's why the rat wasn't home.
Well, nobody...
Sue Randall portrayed Miss Alice Landers in Leave It to Beaver, 1958, when she was 23 years old. Miss Alice Landers is one of Beaver's teachers, known for her kind and understanding demeanor. Her character played a supportive role in the educational moments of the show, acting as a mentor to the Cleaver family's youngest. After Leave It to Beaver, Randall continued acting in television and film, with notable appearances in Mr. Adams and Eve and The Twilight Zone. She passed away on October 26, 1984, at the age of 49. The cause of death was breast cancer.
Well, you can read whatever book you want, Whitey, but I have a list of suggestions here. Would you pass the rest of these out, please?
Stanley Fafara portrayed Whitey Whitney in Leave It to Beaver, 1957, when he was 7 years old. Whitey is one of Beaver's good friends, often getting involved in his childhood antics. Whitey's character was memorable for his fun, innocent portrayal of a childhood friend who often found himself in humorous situations alongside Beaver. After Leave It to Beaver, Fafara's acting career was short-lived and he stepped away from the entertainment industry. He passed away on September 20th, 2003, at the age of 53, on his 53rd birthday. The cause of death was a heart attack.
Whitey, how about you?
My pet has 4 pigeons, and they can fly back home from anywhere, even if they were blindfolded.
What would they say?
Tiger Fafara portrayed Tooey Brown in Leave It to Beaver, 1957, when he was 12 years old. Tooey Brown is one of Beaver's friends, often involved in various childhood adventures and shenanigans. His character added a playful energy to the group, bringing humor to Beaver's interactions with his friends. After Leave It to Beaver, Fafara didn't pursue a long career in acting and largely stayed out of the public eye. He later worked in various fields, though he kept a relatively low profile. As of 2025, Tiger Fafara is 80 years old and occasionally reflects on his time on the show with fondness, even though he stayed away from the entertainment industry.
Miller's Pond first, before we take it in the ocean. Hey, Chester, how come we couldn't work on it at your place anymore? Oh, my father said we were messing up his garage. He said to bring...
Madge Blake portrayed Mrs. Margaret Mondello in Leave It to Beaver, 1958, when she was 59 years old. Mrs. Mondello is Larry Mondello's mother, known for her kind but sometimes exasperated demeanor when dealing with her son's antics. Her character added warmth and humor to the show's family dynamics. After Leave It to Beaver, Blake continued acting in television and film, most notably portraying characters in Batman, 1966 to 1968. She passed away on February 19, 1969, at the age of 69. The cause of death was a heart attack, ending a career in acting that spanned both film and television.
Was it a plane? What was it, dear?
Jess Kirk Patrick portrayed the garbage man in Leave It to Beaver, 1958. When he was 61 years old, Jess Kirk Patrick played the role of the garbage man, a minor but memorable character in the show. His character brought humor and a touch of realism to the Cleaver neighborhood, contributing to the show's charm. After Leave It to Beaver, Kirk Patrick continued his acting career in small roles, but did not achieve significant fame. He passed away on August 9, 1976, at the age of 78. The cause of death was natural causes, marking the end of a quiet but respected career in entertainment.
Well, hello there. You the two boys that found the wallet?
Yes, sir. I'm Theodore Cleaver, and this is my friend Larry Mandello.
Cindy Carell portrayed Alma Hansen in Leave It to Beaver, 1957, when she was 13 years old. Alma Hansen is a schoolmate of Beaver's who becomes a part of the group's adventures. She was involved in several episodes, often bringing her own brand of mischief and insight into the social dynamics of Beaver's world. After Leave It to Beaver, Carell transitioned to a career in acting, but didn't continue in the industry for long. As of 2025, Cindy Carell is 80 years old and has lived a private life, far from the public eye after her early career. Who is your favorite character from Leave It to Beaver? How do you feel knowing that some cast members are no longer with us? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated. We appreciate your support and are glad to have you as part of our community.